around here trying to steal these shoes. You ain't wrong.
Hi Dan. Yeah, no, I will be getting to Revolver eventually. I just right now, like, oops. With it being October, I'm just focusing on like spooky characters from like spooky movies, spooky TV shows, that kind of stuff. Ones that are either themselves are a bit creepy, or are from a creepy show. But he is on the list. Oops, did I even turn the microphone on? I think I got the microphone on. I do believe the microphone is on. So scary. Yeah. Well, no, now that you... Wasn't there, like, supposed to be, like, some zombie Metal Gear game? I don't think it went over very well. It happened, like, shortly after, like, Hideo Kojima. Like, there was a falling out between him and Konami. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly don't know really anything about that game other than, other than that it was, it didn't go over very well. So, it's kind of disappointing. It would be nice to see, like, Metal Gear kind of branch out a little bit. I think if they would have gone more with, shoot, what was the guy's name? Yeah, there was, Psycho Mantis. If they would have kept it in the same vein as, like, Psycho Mantis, or I think there was a vampire-type character in, Metal Gear Solid 4, instead of, like, going full-on zombie, it might have gone over better, but it still probably would have been lacking in the story aspect of it. Talking about it, should probably look online for it now. It's probably like a $5 game. Speaking of which, one of the stores in my area actually had Cyberpunk 2077 on sale for like $10. So, shoot. So there's a good chance I'll be branching out and making characters for that series as well now. Oh, I like all types of games. As long as I find them interesting. Like right now, I'm actually playing with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm bouncing between that one and The Walking Dead: Saints and Sinners. I don't know if you have a PlayStation VR, or I don't even know if it's on other VR systems, but I've really enjoyed the Walking Dead game. Knights of the Old Republic. What kind of game is that? Is that an RPG, action adventure? Okay, I was wondering if that was the one I was thinking of. It like originally came out on like the original Xbox, right? And they're doing a remake. Hey Dan, didn't Knights of the Old Republic, have you ever played Mass Effect? Am I wrong, or didn't like the gameplay style, wasn't it kind of like that? I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I even looked at Knights of the Old Republic. Okay. Yeah, I thought that it was kind of had like a weapon wheel for like weapon power select, and like whatever, like the camera angle is kind of like third person, like right behind the character, like Mass Effect. And of course, it's, I mean, you know, you're exploring the galaxy and traveling around like that as well, also like Mass Effect. But I mean, Star Wars has its own universe going on, so obviously the comparisons would kind of stop there. Yeah, no, it's an insanely huge universe. Um, I mean, it did end up getting a bit smaller after they, after Disney bought Lucasfilm, and you know, basically said, like they got rid of a bunch of the stuff that they no longer consider canon, like the expanded universe stuff. But still, it's still like a very, very huge universe, huge sandbox for creators to play in. So I mean, honestly, at this moment I don't even know what would be considered canon and what wouldn't be, aside from like just the movies and the actually, I don't even know if all the TV series are considered canon. Mandalorian is, but like some of the older stuff, like Clone Wars, the animated series Clone Wars, or is Rebels? I think Rebels kind of somewhere in between there, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, but no, like I said, I mean, aside from, yeah, Mandalorian I knew was canon. Visions is not canon. Okay. See, I haven't seen Star Wars Visions yet. I've heard really good things about it, and I know on TikTok there is there's like a sound clip from it, from Star Wars Visions, that everybody is making a video on. Yeah, no, and honestly, I don't normally like anime. It's not really my style of animation that I enjoy. But it, like I guess it really depends on what like what the topic is. So I mean, for like Star Wars, yeah, I think it would work. I should actually enjoy it. I've seen a few clips, and all of that looked good. I'm just working. The character I'm working on is I already actually made him, but I wasn't entirely happy with it, so I'm doing some tweaks. I feel like this is what I've been doing lately when like when I don't have a whole lot of time. But I still want to be able to get on and stream a little bit. Like, I'll take a character that I already kind of basically have done, and then, you know, make whatever kind of adjustments I wanted to do if I wasn't entirely happy with it. Vinland Sage. Okay, but what's like what kind of story is Vinland Sage? Because like the only kind of anime, and most people might not even consider it anime really, but like the Netflix Castlevania series, I like that, but there was also oh, but I also like the source material. I thought that you know that that style of animation worked really well with, you know, vampire hunting and whatever. But yeah, there is no, and that actually might be because I enjoyed you know, in my teens I liked the anime Vampire Hunter D, so that might be why I liked the Castlevania series as well a bit. Transformers, the animated movie. That I don't know if very many people would consider that anime or not, but like Cowboy Bebop, that was the one that I was told, like, oh, if you know, this is something that would get you into anime, and I'm like, it really didn't do anything for me. There pursues. So it sounds like Vinland Saga is okay. It sounds like Vinland. What, like, where does it take? Where does it take place? Is it like, is it in space? It sounds like it's more of like happens in like feudal Japan or something. The way that you were describing it. Oh, okay. Viking era England. Okay. Alright, yeah, that does sound interesting, though. No, what's with the... No, I don't want that color. I don't know. Do you know of any anime or whatever that you would recommend on like Hulu or Netflix? I have like Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, uh yeah, I think I have those three right now. You mentioned this one was on Amazon Prime, so I'm trying to avoid like spending even more money on streaming services, but yeah. Is there like I said, is there one on like a series on Hulu or any of those the other ones I mentioned? Well, I suppose Star Wars Visions would be on Disney Plus. I should check that one out. One Punch Man. I've heard of that one. Um, Aside from the main character, like being bald, I can't think of what he even looks like. Does he have like 6 dots on his forehead? Am I thinking of somebody else? Okay. All right. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind some. That might actually be something that gets me into it. Then, like a comedic take on with anime. That's honestly, that's something I can't even really think of with any other anime. Okay. See that? Yeah, that seems like it would be. I mean, I can see how that would be funny. Um, I also see like each episode basically being like the One Punch Man just standing there taking a bunch of blows while, uh, and then eventually just like his name says, like one punch and he takes out the other guy. I think the other kind of beard would be. I think we just scared everybody else out of here with our talk of anime. Man, he looks angry. Alright, that's... I almost feel like this is the wrong heritage for him. This looks more like his son than him. Try different heritage. Oh, maybe try the nose first. I mean, it doesn't look really bad, it's just something about it doesn't look right either. Having a better hair color or style would work, or would be nice, but... Hey, Eduardo, how are you doing? I'm doing all right. Hey, Melanie, how you doing? That's good. Any of you guys getting ready for Halloween? Sorry, I'm just I'm I'm sending some texts here while I'm on.
Gamefly gives you access to thousands of
All right, Melanie, what do you you say you're good to go for Halloween? What are you planning on for Halloween here? And Eduardo, sorry, what do you mean, Eduardo? You don't celebrate Halloween, but you have the holiday? You're going to be Michael Myers. Okay. From what era? Like, his mask tends to look different depending on what movie it is. Not a whole lot different, but you know, like, you know, in some of them it looks looks more glossy, and other, like the newest ones, it you know, it was made to look like it's been sitting around for 30 some years. So which one are you going for? Okay. Yeah, Eduardo. You know, I mean, there's plenty of people that don't do anything for Halloween here either. So I mean, you're not alone. For me, it's just more about, I don't know, getting to have fun dressing up, that kind of thing. Um, you know, just having, I don't know, just having fun, having a reason to be silly. Um, I don't know how old you are, but as you get older, you start looking for reasons and getting excited when um, you know, for stuff that lets you just be a kid again. Okay, Melanie, are you getting ready for? Okay, first, nice new Michael. A friend of mine is actually going to be dressing up as Michael Myers this year as well. He has the uh, like the jumpsuit. So, but are you getting ready to watch? Actually, Scream. The Scream movies. There's a new one coming out. I thought it was supposed to be coming out in like February or March. Eduardo, I actually tried making a Michael Myers, um, but just I feel like I can get the features okay, but just the fact that it's very, you know, like I don't know if you saw my Joker video, Eduardo, but there's only so pale I can actually make someone in this game. There isn't like there isn't makeup or anything for the male characters, so I can't really make him white. Um, but yeah, it just, no matter how hard I try, there are certain characters that just won't look right because of the limited options. And I did actually try to make Freddy Krueger a while back. But I couldn't get it right, and I ended up just kind of changing him to look like to be Deadpool. So it's kind of a happy accident. It actually looked pretty decent after I was done, at least as far as like Deadpool looking. But you know, it wasn't who I wanted to start out with. Yeah, I thought this one was actually the Halloween Kills. I thought this one was actually going to be the last one, but yeah, Halloween Ends. Um, yeah, it'll be interesting. It's like I told some people at work, and maybe I told you last time that we were on here too. Um, like, I feel like a big thing with Michael Myers is he you know, just, oh, whoops, I was looking at the wrong angle here. It's just the, you know, his mask has never been removed. Um, So like I think that would be a it kind of what gives him the mystique and the like the fear factor. But you know, once that would get pulled away, which to my knowledge is what is supposed to happen in the last Halloween movie. You know, I mean, it makes sense to finally end it at that point, but we'll see. I mean, you know, that's basically it's a Hollywood motto. If it makes money, keep making it. Wait, no, Halloween Ends. I thought Halloween Ends was actually supposed to come out next year. I could be wrong. I am quite often. Um. God, that looks scary. Um. Yeah, a friend of mine wants to see Halloween Kills in the theater. Um, but him and I live like 2 hours away. So, unfortunately, Halloween Kills is probably a movie that I'll end up waiting until it comes out on DVD or well, on disc or streaming. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it in the theater. Um, I just, you know, it's not certain movies I don't mind seeing on my own. Um, you know, but horror movies typically aren't one of them. It's something that like, you know, I want to be able to talk with somebody about afterwards. Like, oh man, did you see when that one person was about to get it and like how that other person got away and blah blah blah. Um, yeah. Ignore the loud vehicle that was outside. That's no. I tried playing that game. Um, I just I don't know. I just don't think I'm a multiplayer person. Like when I play games, I don't play it to be competitive. I just play it to, well, just for my own enjoyment, really. So, but Dead by Daylight, I mean, you know, it's really cool all the DLC that they've made for it, like all the different horror characters. Um, that it's just been fantastic. Eduardo, I don't know, man. I mean, some of my videos have like thousands and thousands of views, so I don't know if that really is considered like few. I mean, you know, it's not in the millions or anything like that, but no, I just, for me, it's fun. So, I mean, as long as I'm having fun with it, that's the important thing to me. Hey, Melanie, sorry, I don't know what that means though. I've never played well, I haven't played it in a long time. Put it that way. Like when I tried it, it didn't have all these extra characters. It didn't have. I don't think at that point it even had Ash, and that one I know Ash has been out for a while. So what is level 3 prestige like? How high is the leveling system in the game? Oh, Eduardo, no, I appreciate that. I just, honestly, I think people would be really bored by my game playing. Um, I at this point, typically the only game playing that I do is to like knock out some challenges, like daily challenges. Um, you know, I can. I can level up my like right now it's the quick draw pass. So I mean my gameplay is typically whatever, eat 3 camp stews, and you know, pet the dog, change your buckle. I don't think people would really enjoy seeing that kind of thing. But occasionally when there's something funny that happens, you know, I'll record it and upload it. Under the Red Dead Weirdness playlist that I have. And as I've experimented more with my editing software, I've added like voiceover or what have you as well. Usually the stuff I've been doing has been like, you know, like music clips that I'll add in there. Yeah, just that kind of thing. Really hard to figure out what he's gonna look like with the beard in the way. Yeah, Eduardo. I mean, honestly, like, if I was going to be uploading any kind of like gameplay videos, it would be it would be like the stuff that I've it would be the ones that I'm genuinely playing and exploring with stuff right now. So like right now I'm like switching between playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey and The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. So, and the Saints and Sinners game is a virtual reality game. So with that one, I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't be, I don't talk, I don't do anything. I just play the game because that's something that I need to see. I need to see. I need to be basically be focused on what I'm doing, because otherwise I can get killed very easily by the zombies. Blood caches. Clothes. Okay, blood clothes. Sorry, sometimes the words get split up on my screen here. So, blood clothes for your character when you prestige. Okay. So, Melanie, does your Ash character have the chainsaw hand, or does he have the like the arm, the gauntlet hand, like from Army of Darkness? What does he? What does he currently look like? Caesar, or is it Kaiser? Dude, I've made like 3 different Hugh Jackmans. And the last one that I made actually, like, I don't think I'd be able to do better than that. So, there's chances are I'm not going to be remaking Hugh Jackman anytime soon. State of Decay 2. I know I've heard that one, but I don't think I've ever played it. Yeah. I'm trying to like my favorite zombie game. I would say it was probably like Dead Island, or I don't know. I guess it depends on which way I want to play it. If like a first person zombie game, it would probably be Dead Island. If it's a third person zombie game, it would probably be Dead Rising. What, Dead Rising 3? Dead Rising 4? Oh, okay, State of Decay. Yeah, no, I tried that one. I was really bad at it, man. I'll be honest. I was just no good at the mechanics of it. Okay. Well, I mean, you know, mechanical hand from the series. You know, I mean, it doesn't look the same as Army of Darkness, but it functionally it's the same. So, and is like the chainsaw hand or is Iron Gauntlet? Is it that you just can't get it yet, or is it something that once you prestige higher, you'll be able to get those things? Yeah, Dead Island. Dead Island, like I really liked the first one. Second one, not quite as much, but I still really enjoyed it. And honestly, I've been waiting for the third one to come out for the past like whatever 8 years. But they've kept you know, bouncing from studio to studio. I think the original studio actually went bankrupt, and they had to sell off their assets. So, okay. Well, well, that's a little disappointing, but I mean, if it would be more of a cosmetic thing than anything else, I guess it's, you know, it's understandable then. But don't they have, like, can't you run around as Michael Myers and the guy from Scream now in that game also, Melanie? Okay. Yeah, no, So how long have you been playing State of Decay, Eduardo? Alright. Hey, Melanie, have you ever played, and correct me if I'm wrong, because it has been a good while since I've played either one of them, but isn't State of Decay, doesn't it play similar to to like the Friday the 13th game. Like there's one person playing like the killer, and everybody else is trying to escape or avoid him until time runs out, or what have you. Or am I completely misremembering it? Somehow I feel like this looks even worse. A little. Okay. So, when it comes to appearances I was about to say State of Decay, but Dead by Daylight is State of, oh, you guys are trying to fight now. It's like State of Decay 2 is the best. No, State of Decay 1 is the best. Now, a game that I always thought sounded really cool, but again, never got into it because I'm not really into the online competitive type stuff, was, I believe it was called DayZ. Like DAY space capital Z. Like basically you're going around the world scavenging for stuff to keep you alive. And not only are there zombies that you have to try and survive, you know, not be eaten, not whatever, get killed off by them, but other players in the world too. Okay. See, I had heard about it, but I never got to play it. Like I said, it was I'm not really the online competitive player, whatever, but yeah, no, I had heard some interesting things, like players that actually developed, like, you know, full characters for it. So like there was one person one second here. Okay, sorry. Like there was one person that was actually being referred to as the Black Widow. Like, they were in a whatever in a house in a like a decrepit house or whatever, and there would be a sound emanating from it, like it sounded like a child or whatnot, and it just basically like tricked other players to come to the house, and then the Black Widow player just made it easy for them to kill off the other players, take their stuff. So stuff like that sounds intriguing to me, but at the same time, I would find it incredibly frustrating, because I wouldn't be good at it. I wouldn't be that good at it. I would just find it I wouldn't find it enjoyable, basically. It's too Russian. Was it made in Russia? It was like with those sensibilities. Hey Caesar. I'm still trying to make the character I was before. I just switched over to a different heritage. I'm not entirely sure that it was a good choice. I don't know. does have a bushier beard. Yeah, no, sorry, I got kind of tied up with what I was doing here. Yeah, no, not understanding the game is one of those things that just, you know, if you can't, then there's really is no point in playing it. There's, you know, that's actually how I felt about the game Fallout at first, like Fallout 3, specifically. Like I was actually going to be I tried trading it in at a game store, and the guy behind the counter was just a huge fan of the series, and when I wanted to trade it in, he was like, you know, what, it was a pretty new game at that point. And he was just surprised and asked why, and I explained to him, as like, it takes forever to get anywhere, you know, the targeting is horrible, all that stuff, and he was like, so you don't know about fast travel? And I was like, what is fast travel? And then when I was talking about the targeting, he was like, well, you know, you just have to use the VAT system. And I was like, what is the VAT system? Because the game was really bad at explaining. Like it did not have a good tutorial system for it. But I mean, once I found out about those things, I read up about it a little bit, started playing it again. Yeah, then I just love the game, and I've tried every Fallout game that's come out since. So yeah, I'm really glad for that. I'm really thankful for that one game store employee convinced me to give it another try. Yeah, I think the ears can stay the same. No, you never fast travel? Man, yeah, you have a lot more patience than I would. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, because if I never used fast travel, I probably would have put the game down a long time ago. Just trying to get from like Tumbleweed to, well, even Blackwater. Like that's quite a trek. But then, I mean, like, if you have to go from Tumbleweed to Saint Denis or Van Horn, man, go from there to Van Horn. Like that's a good like 15-minute journey on your horse. I mean, granted, like if you have your like metal detector out or something, you can get a lot of buried treasure that way, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. You truly have more patience than I do. Yeah, that's true also. So when they give you like whatever, when there's like the weeks where fast travel is free, or they give you the fast travel vouchers, do you use them then, or are you still like, no, 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 I'm gonna keep doing my thing? Okay, just run to your destination. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, and when you put it in cinematic mode, it does look really cool. Um, but I mean, like I said, I wouldn't have the patience for it. I don't know. Maybe I've just gotten too, whatever, too. I can't even think of the right word. Cantankerous, too impatient. Obviously impatient, but yeah, too impatient in my old age. I don't know. Yeah, I just really don't like the way he looks. I feel like that was for a different conversation, Melanie, but you put it in this one, you put it on my stream, and I appreciate it because I never really thought about it, but I would have a hard time arguing against it. Like it really does basically make sense. Didn't she have a book? I could be wrong. Didn't she have a book? I mean, obviously it wasn't the Necronomicon in Friday the 13th, but I want to say that she did actually have a book. That's just looking creepy. Okay. Yeah, Jason Goes to Hell. Yeah, honestly, like Jason Goes to Hell, I feel like was the weakest of the entire series. Just because he basically, like, Jason wasn't really in there at all. It was nice that they teased the whole, like, Jason versus Freddy thing, but at that point it was just a tease. It wasn't a sure thing. One thing I would have always liked to have seen, and they've made comic books on this, is Jason versus Freddy versus Ash. That would have been an interesting movie to see. At least in my opinion. Okay, I'm starting to like the way this is turning out. Not entirely crazy about the nose, but I can live with it. So Melanie, did you say before that your like your favorite horror movies are the Halloween ones? Okay. So when it comes to horror movies, like, does it have to, like, what is your qualification for it to make it a horror movie? Like, okay, for example, like, I would consider the Alien movies, at least the first couple of them, to be horror movies, because it has that suspense, it has that, that sense of dread. It's kind of like the alien, the xenomorph is like the Freddy Krueger, or not Freddy Krueger, like the Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees or Ghostface that's hunting them down. But I think most people just consider it a sci-fi movie because it's science fiction. It takes place in space and it's in the future and all that other stuff. So, like, where is that line drawn for you? I'll be right back. I need to get something to drink. And I'm back. Okay, so there has to be a body count for you. Okay, but what if one of the kills is the killer? So, like, I hope I'm getting this right, because you know, I might actually be thinking of a parody, like where there is a hole shot into the side of the spaceship, and I believe the alien gets sucked out that little hole. But yeah, like literally, whatever, the body gets pulled through. Does that considered brutal, or is it just had to, are you talking gory, or what exactly? Okay. Yeah, the one Jason Voorhees kill that sticks with me is actually Jason 10, when he's on that spaceship and he wakes up from his cryo sleep or whatever, and he takes the one scientist, like takes her head, puts it in the liquid nitrogen, and she's screaming as she's getting frozen, as her head is getting frozen, until she stops. And then Jason pulls her head out and then smashes it against the counter. To me, that's that's like an overly brutal. It's like comedically brutal. And I mean, for that movie, that's what they were going with. You know, with Jason 10, when he went to space, they were going for the comedy. I mean, you know that, yeah. When they actually introduced like the hollow room, like the holographic room, and he's beating somebody against the tree in the sleeping bag, and they're just going ow, ow, like, yeah, they're going for comedy in a case like that. Yeah, no, it's... Yeah. But honestly, that, like... The only reason I really continued watching the Jason movies, the Friday the 13th movies, was to find out what Jason looked like under the mask each time, because, like, after, was it Jason Lives? Like, when he basically became a zombie, yeah, he just kept looking worse and worse, and they kept the scars from the previous movie. So like in one movie he got hit in the head with a machete, and in the following movie he still had that mark across his head, that kind of stuff. But then, like, whatever, Cyborg Jason in the from Jason 10, I got to admit, I thought it was pretty cool. Definitely like a complete left turn on Jason, but I thought it was a cool outfit. I thought it was a cool look for him. Obviously wouldn't work for like future movies, but still thought it looked pretty cool. Yeah. And that's the funny thing, is that, like, for these for like the two cheapest kinds of movies to make tend to be horror movies and like movies in space. So it was just really, it's really funny that this, like, they just basically combine the two cheapest types of horror movie, or the two cheapest types of movies to make, and actually made something that I personally feel was pretty good. But it's one of those that's like, it is a huge departure from what Jason always has been, so you have to be able to accept that fact. But if you can, it is pretty enjoyable. Maybe I need to make him older. Within the Woods. No, actually, I haven't even... Within the Woods. Honestly, I don't think I've even heard of that one. Within the Woods. What's the plot of Within the Woods? I've seen Drag Me to Hell. Within the Woods. Yeah, that one's just not, like, ringing any bells for me. Oh, so that was that was even before the Evil Dead movie. He looks weird without the beard. Yeah, I think he needs the full beard though. Yeah, and wasn't Evil Dead made in like 81? So how different is Within the Woods from like the first Evil Dead movie? Oh, it even has Bruce Campbell. Well, shoot, this is a movie I need to check out. Okay. Maybe it's the movie that was that like allowed Sam Raimi to make Army of Darkness or Evil Dead. Yeah. Do you know of any place that I would be able to watch it? Because that does sound like something that'll be right up my alley, especially, you know, in October. I am Googling it right now. You know what? It looks like the entire thing can be watched on YouTube. It's a little over 30 minutes. Yeah, I mean it's okay. Yeah, no, you can watch it on YouTube. Um, it has it's like the it's the video itself is very poor quality, but I mean it's, you know, the late 70s, so what do you expect? But you can definitely, like, even just from the intro that I was seeing, I can see how it, like, inspired the Evil Dead. Just the like the style, Like the whatever, the directorial style and the editing very much reminds me of The Evil Dead. You know what? I think I like the way he looks with this heritage much, much better. Yeah, no, when I was looking online to see if I couldn't find a copy of the disc, like I wasn't finding it. I wasn't finding a copy of it. I was finding a whole bunch of other things with that title, but I was not finding Into the Woods. But lo and behold, available on YouTube. Yeah, no, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm just about done here anyway, I think. Yeah, I think I just want to, like, tweak the eyes a little bit. And then I was going to call it good. But, yeah, Melanie, thank you for hanging out with me. Appreciate the company. You go and get some sleep. I'm going to be doing the same shortly here, so... Yep, you have a good night, Melanie.